Hi everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I have been doing a series, this will be the last card in it, of a few products that are sneak peeks. So the two that I've already done are these two. These will both be available as the new November online exclusive releases come on November 6th. So this is Garden Scene. I don't remember the name of it. And this is Fluffiest Friends. If you go back from this video, they're the two that are right before this one posted. So both of these, if you're a customer, like I said, you can get them November 6th. But right now, Stampin' Up! Is having a joining special. So you can join as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, whether or not you want to do it to make extra money or whether or not you just want to do it to get your products at a discount. I also have team perks, such as you get all of my video tutorials for free. There is one class a year, my Try It class, which is my biggest class. And it happens every time we have a new catalog. So 3 times a year, the girls on my team get that class for free. But always all the videos, we have challenges and we're spread all across the country. So 95% of what I do is online with my team. But if you get the kit right now, there's 2 choices. You can take 35% off the cost of the kit, which is already a great deal. It's $99, no shipping, just tax for where you are. So you can take 35% off of that. If you already have a lot of supplies, you could just add these. Or you can add 35% more to the kit and get more stuff for just $99. So go to my website, or if you're watching on YouTube, go down below this video. I'll have the link. So right now, there is that special. So when you do sign up in October, then you can, as a new demonstrator, get free registration for our on-stage event. This is a virtual event this year, so it takes place in early November. So that was, I think we paid $75 to attend that. And then as part of that, we were able to purchase the Be My Valentine suite. So I'm going to show you that. If you sign up to be a demonstrator in October, you get the free registration. And then once they get you all registered, it takes about a week. Then you can go back and buy this bundle if you want. For customers, it will be available in the January mini catalog. And it will also, you'll get some of the stuff in my Try It class for the January mini. And because I already have this, I'm going to try to get way ahead on my Try It class. I can't order the products until the catalog's live in January, but I will be ready for us to order it and cut that stuff because we have wedding things that happen in January. My daughter's getting married in February. So let me show you this suite. It's a punch suite. So we're going to use that in just a second, but I wanted to show you the paper. It is a Valentine suite, but there's lots of other things that you can do with the paper. And always when we have our Valentine stuff in our January mini catalog, you kind of need to know what you want and order it right away, because by the time you get it and then you have time to make your Valentines. But see, these papers are just fun spring colors. All of them really are. I don't know that any of the papers say anything about Valentines. They're just happy bees with lots of flowers and hearts. So super cute. And then as part of the online exclusives, there is some new paper that again will be available on November 6th, or unless you are a demonstrator. So it comes, I think it's called Glimmer 3-pack. I don't know, there's 3 colors and it's got 3 in the word somewhere. So we're using this, which is Blushing Bride. And then I've used this on the other card, which is probably Freesia. And then I would guess this is Peacock. I haven't actually, because we don't have the information for them yet, and I threw out the paper. I threw out the insert paper for it. I don't know why I do that sometimes. I just slide them in my containers and then I don't have the names. So most of the time it works because I have the thing to look at. So with this card, I'm going to use Sorbet because that's the color in the paper. And did I say Blushing Bride? I meant Petal Pink. So Sweet Sorbet and Petal Pink, that's what this is. And then I have already run these 2 pieces through. These are the scallop contour dies. They've been around for a few years, so you may already have those. But I love the way the little scallops play with the bee. It's just a charming little fun thing. So I ran the Petal Pink through this one. These are 2 of the smaller ones. I think there's one rectangle that's a little bit smaller, and then I ran a white piece through this. And then we're going to fold our Sweet Sorbet, which this is an outgoing in color. So you can get it through the end of this annual catalog. So it's on its 1.5 years about that we've had this color out. And then I cut this piece. I really kind of wanted to have this side too, but I couldn't get them both. And as you can see, this has some honey on it. So if I wanted to do a completely different card with my little bear here, because after I did this and then I got this, I thought those would match too. So if you don't have the bees, but you have the bear, he can be a honey bear. And then you can just use all the flower sides of your paper. So let's stamp. So I took a piece of scrap paper and I punched it out, and then I laid the punchy thing. It's in the trash. Let me see if I can find it. I laid this on my block. Whoops. If I can figure out which way it went. This way, and then you can know exactly where to put your stamps. So you can see my stamps just went right down in the hole. That way when I stamp them in a second, I'll be able to punch them all at once. So we're going to take a little piece of white. Hopefully I left this big enough. I have a whole bunch of white at the end. That's fine. Sometimes if you make your punch pieces too small, it's hard to get them in there. And then we are going to stamp in the petal pink. You can make your bee be the traditional red and black if you want, or not red and black, yellow and black, and that are the colors on the paper. I just wanted mine to be a little bit fancy. So we have those. And then I will take my Sweet Sorbet to add her stripes. I'm going to pull this back so I can see it a little bit better. And you just line her little tail right up. You can see it through here. I don't know if I can move it with, oh, look at that. So now you can see, now I was able to stamp and now you're able to see. See the back here? It just lines up right on her back side. And then you have perfect little stripes. Then we're just gonna add some highlights. There are some wings that go on the heart. And then we have, she has a little face. This time I'm going to do it a little bit further down than I did on my other one. I think on the other one she was a little high. I think that's better. She's okay on the other one. She just looks like she's flying up. And then we have some antennas. And I didn't get this one because you could see it was going to pop off. And I'm going to use something to give those a little bit of a 3D feel. And then let's take this here and get all of our stamping done at once. I just went with the Love You because it's not quite Valentine's yet. My niece turns 21 and her birthday party's tomorrow. So this could be a perfect birthday card, right? Now let's pop it in the punch. And you can see, just line them up in here. I don't need the little heart. I ended up not using it on here, so I don't care if it's not a punch straight. But there we go. So we have our little bee. Now I'm going to take, this is the ribbon that's part of the suite. It's Sweet Sorbet. And I'm going to, this little die happens to have little slits in it when you run it through the die. Just feed your ribbon right through it. Maybe. See if I can do it with, there we go. Again, sometimes it's better for me to pull it where I can see it. And then we're going to come back up this side. It's easier to go back up than it was to go the other direction, so this should go right through. And then before I cut it, I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to kind of make sure it's the right length. Give myself enough to tie. That looks good. I don't want to waste the ribbon because we can't buy any more until after on stage. When we go to the events, then they have a program that's called Product Purchase Premier. And that means if you attend the event, then most of the time there's stuff that you can buy ahead of time. So I will get some of it. They don't let us buy everything in the catalog. So this may or may not be part of that. Otherwise, demonstrators will be able to order from the January mini catalog at the beginning of December. And that's where I can really start planning my Try It class. So be watching in November. Registration will open, and probably the last 3 times it has filled up. So much for measuring that, right? I didn't do a great job. So you don't want to miss that class because you get to try out all of the stuff as the name implies. So I'm going to take her. I'm going to pop her on here. And you can see she lost an antenna. And we're going to take her and pop her on here. I'm going to take my wings. Put those there. The reason I'm using Seal Plus is because it sticks better on the glimmery papers. So put this here. You also don't need very much of it because it really sticks. You just want to make sure everything is where you want it to be before you press. Put her here. And then I'm going to fix her antenna. Don't worry about it. These are the embellishments that are part of it. They're adhesive-backed hearts and flowers. They are cute as can be. Aren't those the cutest embellishments? They're nice and flat. So, again, I don't want to use up all the same ones, but here, we'll do this. We'll do one heart up here, and then I'll do these 2 flowers. These are not the flowers that I used on the other one. I've switched the colors. Now I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to show you how my other ones, because I've been doing so much watercolor with them, I've used up my other one. So I wanted to make sure that you all know how to do this, because people tell me all the time, they're like, I can't get my Stella to work. So when you get it, you can see I took it straight out of the package. You're going to pull this part off, and then see this part right here? This is trash. It keeps it from leaking and during shipping and just being stored and then shipped again. It keeps it from activating itself. So you can see in here, there is a little pointer thing, and it's gonna pop in here now because the other thing helps it from not going in there. And I always like to do this when I'm getting ready to paint something. So sometimes a lot comes out the first time. So it says push right here, the same way we always do this. So just push and you'll be able to see it come down. And again, don't do it too fast because a lot can come at one time. See it start to come right here? It's beautiful, so you can see it come. So I can see it coming here. I want to get that little drip to go down into my brush. And once it gets close to here, and I'm going to kind of push this. And there we go. It's starting to come out now. You'll see the brush. It's getting glitter and glitter. If you do it too quickly, then you get a giant glob of it, which is beautiful. But we don't always want a giant glob on our things. So I'm not going to do both the colors at the same time because the sorbet will smear a little bit. But now she matches the paper that's behind her. Give her wings some sparkle. See how well that matches the paper now? There we go. And it's perfectly ready to use. And so you can see that glob, it'll keep working itself down in there. I guess I need to watercolor something else. Now I'm going to do 2 things. I have my dark basic black blend, and I'm going to use the bullet tip. And I'm going to give her some eyelashes because I think that she looks happier if she has eyelashes. Look how easy that was. And then for her antenna, if you want, you can just add this. But I wanted to add something a little bit more fun. So this is our Pearlized Enamel Effects. They're super easy to use. Just squirt them out. This one is in the basic, so it has red, white, and black. So you could use the red on here. Make sure it's coming out without a glob. So we give her one here, and I'm going to make them larger than they were on the dot. And they do that little, I call it the Dairy Queen cone, where they come out with the thing on top, but they work themselves back down. So you can see they're kind of pointy, but they'll start to work down. Here's the other one. The only thing that's different is her head's a little bit higher. I like her face a little bit lower. I wasn't sure where to put it. And at that point, I was like, well, this is done. And then different colors of dots. But you can see those have gone. I made this yesterday, but they're nice. And once they settle, look, she's already disappearing. So go check my website, and I will have a picture of it once these. I'll wait till they settle to take the picture. But super cute. If you have any questions about joining my team, that special is good through October, the end of October. But joining my team, you can do any month. You just don't get all the great perks right now from Stampin' Up. You always get my perks. But that's what I have for you today. But all the links will be down under the video or in my email. And everybody have a great day. I'm going to move from this to some fall projects, a couple of fall projects, and then it will be Christmas until I start getting this stuff. So I got a little schedule planned here. Have a great one. Bye.